That's right. I just hit play because I hit record actually. You hit play. I was just looking at my Shaylos channel and I have not made a video since October 5th. That is almost 2 months since I have made a Shaylos video. And this morning I got on the YouTubes, as I'm prone to do from time to time. I like to get on the YouTubes and watch me a video or two, if you've ever seen them. They're right here. You're watching one right now. One of my good buddies, Jamoki Hill, made a video. Before I get to that, the last video that I made on Shaylos was when I was in St. George, and I was just about to run the St. George Marathon. I can't believe that's almost been 2 months ago. Time flies, ladies and gentlemen, with like 747 Boeing jet wings. That's how it flies. It cruises by, and there's so much I want to talk about. Anyways, here's my medal. I did finish. I know a lot of you probably know this because you watch the vlogs, but this is the official Shaylos update. I finished the St. George Marathon. I got me a medal. It's not really a medal. It's like more of like sandstone. And Shea Butler is my name, and I finished it in 3 hours, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds, thus giving me my very best marathon time out of all 3 marathons. And a lot of you know that I missed qualifying for the St. George Marathon by 6 minutes. But I'm still really proud to be able to run 26.2 miles in 3 hours and 11 minutes. I'm going to wear this baby with pride. So, don't want to bite it, I don't want to break it. So Jamoki Hill, if you guys haven't heard of him, he's a good friend of mine. He's a YouTuber. He's a musician. He sings. Dude has an amazing voice. And he has a weight loss channel. I'm going to leave a link below. I'm going to tweet him and see if he'll make his last video a video response to this video so you guys can see it. And I was just watching that video this morning, and I was so proud of him, and it inspired me. It like motivated me to get back and to start working out. I mean, I've been working out, not as hard as I could have been, but I've been doing push-ups and pull-ups and sit-ups, just kind of like some of those practical weight exercises. But I just haven't had that fire that I did when I was training for my marathons. But it just reminded me of the way that I felt, and I want to like talk about this just really quick because I feel like I need to. I remember, first of all, I feel like one of the reasons why I haven't been making Shaylos videos is because it's like, I'm tired of the comments of like, we're tired of you always talking about weight loss and blah, blah, blah. But this is my weight loss channel, so I can do it every day, whatever I want. And I know I shouldn't say that. Here's what I want to talk about. I remember being fat. And I know that's like a derogatory term in our society. You're fat. I was fat. And that's what Jamoki talks about in his video, realizing that he's fat. And when we say that, it's just like, oh, you can't say that. That's mean. Being fat doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means that you're fat. You have extra weight on you. I know. I can say that. I was fat. I was 281 pounds. I snored really bad. I had horrible heartburn. I had to take antacids. Tums were my best friends. I freaking chomped those things down like they were candy. I would eat handfuls of those before I went to bed because my heartburn was so bad. I couldn't tie my shoes. I could tie my shoes, but I had to hold my breath. Honestly, I remember the worst feeling in the world, trying to get ready in the morning and being like, and holding my breath to bend over to tie my shoes because my big fat gut was in the way and I could barely reach my shoelaces without cutting off my oxygen supply. That is fat, and that is uncomfortable. And it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means you need to make a change. And I'm just here because I feel inspired again by Jamoki, and he has caught that fire, and he's lost over 50 pounds in the last 6 months. And that is what, there's so many things I want to talk about. First thing, when I first lost the weight, when I first finally lost that 100 pounds. I lost that when I hit that 100-pound mark where I lost 100 pounds off of my body. It's still insane to me to think that I have lost that much weight. I remember being in my car and driving around, and I pulled up, and I was next to this city bus, this Los Angeles city bus. It was right next to me at the stoplight, and I'm sitting there in my truck, feeling all proud of myself because I lost 100 pounds, and I saw the bus driver that was driving the bus. Big dude. Probably almost 300 pounds. And I remember looking at him thinking, if that guy only knew, if he just put his head down and worked hard for 6 months to a year, he would feel so much better. Because I had empathy for that man. I know what it's like to get on an airplane and barely be able to put the seatbelt on. Literally having to extend the seatbelt as wide as it'll go and have it barely click around my belly because I'm so big. I can't remember who it was, somebody on Twitter tweeted a picture of them on an airplane where somebody before them sat in that seat and they had to extend the seatbelt all the way and it was all the way out. And I think it was a girl, so it's, it was a small girl. And she tweeted like, man, who was in this seat before me? And she was like holding out the seatbelt because it was all the way extended. And I remember seeing that tweet feeling like, that's what I have to do when I get on an airplane. I have to extend the seatbelt all the way in order just to get it to click. And I remember seeing that guy as the bus driver, and I remember thinking, I just wanted to like save him. I just wanted to like grab him and be like, listen, you will feel so much better if you just do this, if you just work out every day. There's no secrets. You've heard it a million times. It's exercise, fruits and vegetables, lots of water, stop drinking alcohol, stop smoking, stop eating all that crap that you know is not good for you. Just try it as an experiment. Just say, I've lived my life a certain way and it's gotten me to this point. Why don't I try something new? Why don't I just do an experiment? Take a scientifical approach, if you will. Say, I am just going to see what happens if I just do what I know I'm supposed to do for 6 months and see where my life where it goes from there, how I feel. I have more energy. I do not snore. I haven't had a Tums in like a year. My heartburn is totally gone. I have a few stretch marks on my belly, but those are actually going away also. And I feel amazing, and I don't want to lose the opportunity to try to help you guys feel that motivation and let you know that I know what it's like. I've been there. I've felt that horrible, claustrophobic, shirts don't fit, you can't go shop at normal stores because no shirts, even the double XL at the mall is too tight because everything's slim fit these days. So, you get the double XL, but it's still too tight for you. You feel uncomfortable, you feel unsure of yourself. And a lot of you might be surprised to hear me saying that I was uncomfortable and felt self-conscious, because I was. I was like, it's all faking it till you make it. I was like loud and, seemed like I had a lot of confidence, but really I was like, oh man, I hate feeling this way and I hate looking this way. And I'm just proud of Jamokie and the huge steps that he's made. And he's caught that fire. I can hear it in his voice. When I watched that vlog, I was like, he's got it, man. He has got it. He knows what he needs to do, and he's caught that fire, and he's on the right path. And you think about it, if you would have done that for 6 months this June, you remember summer a couple months ago? What is today? November 20... I hate it when I don't know the date. What's the date? Anyways, whatever the date is, it's almost December. Think about June 25th, for instance. This June 25th, a couple months ago, this summer. What if you would have started 6 months ago and just worked as hard as you could every day, eating fruits and vegetables, working out? Where would you be right now? Where would you be a year ago if you would have started a year ago? If you started today, in 6 months from now, where will you be? Trust me, it goes like that. Time flies. And what's scary is that there's too many years that are flying by that we're not doing anything. If we would just stop right now and say, I'm going to try an experiment. I'm going to try something different and see what happens. A hypothesis, if you will. What if I did something different with my life? Anyways, I'm feeling motivated. I'm going to do some more push-ups and go watch Jamokie's video. Go leave him words of encouragement. I'm so proud of you, Jamokie. You've got that fire, dude, and I cannot wait to see you again and hug you and just, I'm going to wrestle you, Jamokie, you big man. He's big. He's like 6'4". How tall are you? He's a big guy. But go listen to some of his music and stuff and get encouraged. Follow him along. Get on the journey. I promise you, you will feel better. Even in those moments you're like, I don't want to hear it, Shay. I don't feel like it. I want to sleep in. I don't want to eat this cheeseburger and Coke. I don't care. Trust me. Try an experiment and see how it makes you feel. Anyways, I'll try to get more Shayloss videos up. I can't believe it's been 2 months since I made my last video. But here's one. This is a video right here. You just watched it thanks for doing that. Don't forget to thumbs up. Anyways, I love you guys. Keep it up. And I know that there are, don't think I'm like preaching to the, because I am preaching to the choir. Some of you have done it. Trust me, I see your pictures. I see your video responses. And yeah, I don't want like those of you who have started 6 months ago or who were part of Shea Timber to not know that I've seen your guys' progress. You guys have done amazing, and you know what I'm talking about. You guys are like, yep, Shea, I know what you're talking about. I did it, and it feels amazing. You know who you are. But there's some of you out there who still haven't yet dove into the pool, if you will, of this experiment of a better and healthier and stronger life. So do it. I love you guys, okay? Touch my lips with yours, weirdo.